Hi everybody, this is Kayla, LuckyVitamin's Junior Category Manager of Vitamins, Minerals, and Herbs. Great to have so many people joining us today for the LuckyVitamin Wellness Webinar, Non-GMO, Your Right to Know, presented by New Chapter. Thank you all very much. Today we are going to hear from Shauna Wall. Shauna Wall is a national trainer and educator within New Chapter's Education and Training team. Shauna works daily with the New Chapter sales team, international partners, and retailers on questions or training for New Chapter products. Shauna has vast expertise and passion for the entire New Chapter line and works closely with New Chapter's science and innovation team to provide accurate education, consultation, and support for all product inquiries. Shauna is a gifted teacher with a unique ability to emphasize benefits exclusive to New Chapter product line. Before I turn things over to Shauna, just a few quick reminders. This webinar is being recorded and will be emailed to you after its conclusion. If you have any questions during today's webinar, please enter them into the question box on your screen. At the end of the webinar, we will try to answer as many as possible. The promotion code will be given at the end of the presentation and will be available for 72 hours. Thank you all again, and I'm going to turn this over to Shauna now.
Thanks so much, Kayla, and welcome everyone. I'm really glad to be talking to you today about such an important topic. So first things first, what is a GMO? GMOs, or genetically modified organisms, have been creating quite the buzz lately. People want to know what they are, and maybe more importantly, where they are. Let's talk first about what they are. GMO refers to plants or animals that are created in a laboratory through gene splicing techniques of biotechnology. In other words, GMOs are produced through genetic engineering. In this experimental technology, DNA from one organism like bacteria is injected into another organism like a plant in a laboratory environment. This is creating new combinations of GMO plant, animal, bacteria, and viral genes, combinations that cannot occur in nature or through traditional breeding. Where GMOs are is harder to know exactly. We do know in general that GMOs have been introduced into our food supply as crop plants, so they could already be present in almost any type of food you might place in your shopping cart. Crops at risk of being genetically engineered include the majority of corn, canola, sugar beets, and soy grown today. Recently, GMO apples and potatoes were also approved for use. And lots of food ingredients are derived from GMO risk crops. This can include amino acids, aspartame, high fructose corn syrup, monosodium glutamate, sucrose, and textured vegetable protein. Put all these together, and it means that most types of foods, drinks, even vitamins and supplements could contain GMOs. In fact, GMOs may be in as much as 80% of conventional processed food. Isn't that shocking? So are GMOs right for you? There's actually not a lot of data to go by. Environmental activists, public interest groups, and inquisitive consumers are concerned by the lack of independent scientific research on the impact of genetically engineered foods. In short, the long-term effects of GMOs are simply not known. This uncertainty may be why in Japan, Australia, and all the countries in the European Union, there are considerable restrictions or even outright bans on the production of GMOs. However, in the United States and Canada, GMOs are allowed for commercial production. And the really tricky part for consumers, you can't tell exactly what might be GMO. You can't tell what's GMO because in the United States, there's no federally mandated labeling law to help you identify products that contain GMOs. But consumers have a right to know these things. What are we eating? What are we feeding our families? According to justlabellit.org, 92% of Americans want GMOs labeled. This is where the Non-GMO Project comes in. If we can't have mandatory labeling for GMOs, we can identify and label products that avoid GMOs. The Non-GMO Project is a third-party verification program to help clearly label products that avoid GMOs. It works like this. Companies enroll products for verification, whether it's baby food, pasta, yogurt, or supplements like New Chapters. Then, the Non-GMO Project follows a rigorous standard to ensure that each ingredient in the product is sourced following the best practices for GMO avoidance. The Non-GMO Project has a standard, which is available online for anyone to check out. The standard has been crafted with the insight and expertise of dozens of experts. This helps the standard reflect a wide range of perspectives. The program requires strict traceability. These practices work at every level of the supply chain, all the way back to the seeds. It is super thorough. Risk ingredients in products are actually tested for GMOs. Corn, for example, and at this point, almost 35,000 products have been verified, and many more are currently enrolled in the verification process. The project's sole role is to inform consumers about food and health products that avoid GMOs and to ensure a viable non-GMO alternative long into the future. The Non-GMO Project is the only organization offering this independent verification and testing for products in the U.S. and Canada. Buying products that are verified by the program is the best way to support the sustained availability of non-GMO choices in North America. Proof of Non-GMO Project verification goes right on the product label. Accurate labeling is so important because it educates consumers like you and lets us choose what we're putting in our bodies. Each Non-GMO Project verified product that has been carefully reviewed and even tested for GMO avoidance is eligible to bear the Non-GMO Project seal. So verified products are easy to find. Look for the butterfly as a trusted sign of GMO avoidance and help build a non-GMO future. October just happens to be Non-GMO Month, which is the Non-GMO Project's largest outreach campaign. Every October, Non-GMO Month provides a powerful opportunity to coordinate our voices and our actions. Across North America, brands, retailers, and individuals stand up for our right to know what's in our food and to choose non-GMO. If you're interested in participating, you can visit non-gmomonth.org or encourage your local grocer to get involved. You can even pledge to choose Non-GMO Project Verified foods for the month of October. So you might be asking, why is New Chapter, a maker of vitamins and supplements, talking to me about GMOs? Well, it's because GMO awareness is near and dear to our hearts. For one thing, New Chapter firmly believes in your right to know what's in your food and your supplements. You'll see the Non-GMO Project Verified seal on many of our products. In fact, New Chapter was the very first to have vitamin and supplement products verified by the Non-GMO Project. We've been on board since day one. Back in 2010, when the Non-GMO Project first declared their charge to inform consumers about avoiding GMOs, we immediately enrolled our products for verification, since we were already strongly allied to best practices for GMO avoidance. From our founding in 1982, New Chapter has been committed to an organic, sustainable world. We are devoted to delivering the wisdom of nature. Part of that commitment is using non-GMO ingredients whenever possible. We travel the globe to find these. New Chapter goes to great lengths for the perfect organic green and white tea from China, the highest quality elderberry from Australia, and sustainably harvested red marine algae, a calcium source, from Iceland. It's part of New Chapter's sourcing commitment to avoid GMOs whenever possible. Our turmeric story is a great example of New Chapter's commitment to organic, non-GMO sourcing of ingredients that we truly believe are better for people and planet. Turmeric is also called the king of herbs. It's a favorite ingredient in many New Chapter products. Turmeric is native to rainy tropical climates like southern India. People ask why we don't grow our turmeric locally in Vermont, but it seems like common sense to source turmeric from where it's meant to grow and where it thrives, the tropics, including India. In addition, we're inspired by the traditional uses of herbs in the places where they're cultivated. And our formulators have great respect for the 5,000-year-old tradition of Ayurveda, in which turmeric is essential for nourishing body and soul. We take a holistic approach to the supply chain, aiming to make sure our ingredients are friendly to the environment and aiming to make sure our people are taken care of and paid well too, as part of our robust ethical sourcing program. Ideally, we are able to know our suppliers and who's farming our products, going all the way to the field where we can meet and have a relationship with our farmers. It's essential for being good corporate citizens. Now we'd like to show you our Meet the Farmers video about growing turmeric in India. Please bear with me 1 second while I pull the video up on the screen for us.
The common sense approach of knowing where your food comes from and who grows it is taking hold around the country. Knowing your food sources helps you choose the best for your health and decide who your dollar supports. But what about supplements? At New Chapter, we found it possible to know your farmers for these as well. We often visit one of our suppliers in India to meet farmers who grow turmeric, the king of herbs, for New Chapter products. This is Joy Amal, son of an electrical engineer and a school teacher. He got a computer science degree, but wanted to be his own boss. So Mr. Amal decided to develop an unused family farm, which was to his mother's surprise. Our supplier also helps to educate the farmers. Mr. Amal appreciates the expertise in helping him build a successful organic farm. Sourcing organic ingredients whenever practical is very important to New Chapter. Getting very good instructions, whatever I'm facing the problems. Just if I give a phone call, they have been guiding me very well because they have a lot of experience, I think, because they are with so much of like they are familiar with the farmers. Practicing organic techniques has also led to noticeable savings for farmers. So if you are going for any other pesticides or medicines which is available in the market, that is too costly. But when we compare to the organic is giving the same kind of production and the investment is very less. Nearby, Ganapati Shetty grows turmeric and other crops and has learned to let the land lie fallow for a season. They advised me to give a break for 1 year. So last year I gave a break, and this year I have made the land preparation already, plowing and other things. The coming before monsoon, I will be growing again turmeric. Mr. Shetty also received help with his water shortage. They helped me to install the pump, electricity connection, and also the pipes. So with that, I could grow turmeric in a better way. The borewell water is available 24 hours now. 2 inches of water available 24 hours. And he understands the benefits of organic methods. By using chemical fertilizer and pesticides, the land becomes barren in 10 years. So that's why from the beginning I chose to grow organic, in the organic way. We think that when you know more about each food and supplement that goes into your body, if it's organic, if it's non-GMO, if it has helped someone to make a good living, you can purchase with a purpose. Choosing products that are good for you and good for the world. New Chapter is proud to work with the farms and communities that help us to deliver the wisdom of nature to you, with ingredients that are sourced globally and rooted locally.
We hope you enjoyed that video. I apologize for the technical difficulties at the beginning of the show. But when we send the link out at the end of the webinar, we'll be sure that you have access to New Chapter's YouTube channel where you can hear all of these videos again. There's a lot to choose from. Okay, just making sure you can see our screen this time. Okay, well, we hope you enjoyed hearing about turmeric. And just where does that ethically sourced turmeric show up? Well, you'll find it in New Chapter's multivitamins for men and women. Not only are New Chapter multivitamins Non-GMO Project Verified, but they're also made with certified organic vegetables and herbs. New Chapter multivitamins are also cultured like no other with beneficial probiotics, and they're gentle on your stomach. So when you're looking for that Non-GMO Project seal, you'll find it on 100% of New Chapter's multivitamins, and most of our other vitamins and supplement products too. New Chapter is proud to be a pioneering supporter of the Non-GMO Project's extremely important work. We will always stand by our mission to deliver the wisdom of nature with organic integrity and genetic clarity. So let's recap. What have we learned today? GMOs are genetically modified organisms and are part of the food supply in the U.S. and Canada. The majority of American shoppers would like their foods labeled to know whether they include GMOs. You can tell if a product is Non-GMO Project Verified by looking for the seal on packaging or searching on the project website. New Chapter multivitamins are Non-GMO Project Verified and made with organic vegetables and herbs too. We hope you'll support the efforts to clearly label foods with their true ingredients. Look for that Non-GMO Project seal on products when you shop. We can all make a difference for a non-GMO future. You can learn more about the Non-GMO Project by visiting their website, non-gmoproject.org. For more information on New Chapter, there are lots of ways to keep in touch. You can subscribe to our e-newsletter for coupons, like our Facebook page for updates, watch our videos on YouTube, and even call our Take Care line for more information on the products. And our sponsor, LuckyVitamin, has an easy search tab to help you find Non-GMO Project Verified products when you shop with them. We're so happy you could join us, and we'd love to open it up for questions now.
Thank you, Shauna. That was full of great information. We do have some questions that we're going to get right into. Some of these points you might have touched on already, but if you don't mind just repeating. So first question, if an item is certified organic, is it also certified non-GMO?
That is a great question, and it's a pretty common one as well. In general, yes. If something is labeled organic, it should be non-GMO. Organic certification is a great way to assure that your food was grown with the best practices to avoid GMOs. The added assurance that the Non-GMO Project offers is full traceability and even specific testing for GMO avoidance all the way back to the seeds.
Got it. Thank you. How long does it take for an item to become certified non-GMO?
Oh, yeah, that's going to vary depending on the product. Something more simple, say like a carrot that is coming from one specific farm grown in the USA, would have a pretty short traceability life. However, something more complex, like let's just say a New Chapter multivitamin, for example, that has many, many different vitamins and minerals and herbs and foods in it, that could take much longer, months, even up to a year, depending on the cooperation of the supply chain.
Oh, good to know. When did New Chapter supplements first start becoming certified non-GMO?
It was in 2010 that New Chapter supplements were verified by the Non-GMO Project, and we felt really fortunately prepared for the project simply because we already had practices lined up to avoid GMOs by being certified organic. So we actually would often get questioned from other supplement companies saying, how did you do this so quick? And it's because we already had really good processes in place with our supply chain. So New Chapter has been proud to be leading the way for other supplement companies to get verified as well.
I think you might have touched on this already. Is the whole New Chapter supplement line certified non-GMO?
Just about. At this point, we would say we are 95% verified by the Non-GMO Project. We're just waiting on one little bit of paperwork to come back up the supply chain.
Okay. What are some common ingredients found in supplements that tend to have GMOs?
Well, that's a really good question. I would say that when you're looking at supplements, what many people may not be aware of is that ascorbic acid, which is the form of vitamin C in most supplements, comes from corn. Corn is one of the most high-risk ingredients in the marketplace for being genetically modified, and it certainly is possible that the ascorbic acid in supplements could be coming from GMO corn. After that, it would depend on the other ingredients and the specifics of the supplement, but I feel like that would be one that most people are familiar with.
Got it. Thank you. That was our last question, so we are going to wrap this up now. Thank you all again for attending, and thank you, Shauna, for all of the information. If you have not already done so, please register for our upcoming webinars. For more information, please visit LuckyVitamin.com and search keyword webinar. Please see the screen for an exclusive promo code. Reminder, this code is active now and will be active for the next 72 hours. Thank you.